We love Malaysia, and Penang is one of our favourite spots, especially when it comes to finding some great food.
So if you're heading there and looking for all the best spots to eat, here are some of our favourites.
So we'll start with some of our favourite hawker food and street food. So at one of the hawker centres, Red Garden Food Paradise, there's a great place called Kimpo Famous Roasted, and it's a great spot to get some roasted duck and noodles and stuff like that.
So one of our favourite things for breakfast in Penang was nasi lemak, and one of our favourite stores was Ali Nasi Lemak at Sri World Food Court. So this is a great food court and it's open for breakfast and lunch most days. So nasi lemak is a rice dish cooked in coconut milk, ginger, pandan leaf, and it's served with usually sambal, which is the spicy chili sauce, and hard-boiled egg, usually with a choice of different toppings like ikan bilis, which is anchovies, fish, prawn, or chicken.
Another great spot to find some delicious street food is at the Lebu Chulia Street Night Market. And one of our favourite dishes from here is wonton mee, which is some nice noodles, wontons, some pork, pickled chilies, all in a dark broth-like sauce. That's by no means all the street food in Penang. These were just a few of our absolute favourites, but there are so many other great street foods to try.
So moving on to the best restaurants in Penang that we tried. So Texan restaurant is really well known, but it actually definitely lives up to the hype. It's a Chinese restaurant that was first opened in 1965. Because it's so popular, I'd recommend getting there when it's sort of open for lunch or dinner. We loved the double roasted pork with chili patty, which was sweet and sticky pork, and we also love the deep fried chicken with sour plum sauce. This is a really great option, one of our favourite options for restaurants in Penang.
So we just finished, and I was hoping I lived up to expectation, and definitely did, so pretty happy with that. Had a nice lunch.
Really delicious. We had a double roasted pork with chili.
Yeah,
So yum.
and like a fried chicken and sour plum sauce.
Yeah, we definitely recommend Texan. It was really, really nice. The best thing about Malaysia is that there's so many different cuisines that are just so common here, like Chinese, Malaysian, Indian.
So when we were in Penang, we tried so many different places for Indian food and lots of different food. And one of our favourites for Indian food was Sri Ananda Bhawan restaurant, which we were at pretty much every other day. Some of our favourite dishes from here were the dosai, which was really, really crispy and light but delicious, as well as their puri masala, as well as their murtabak, and their samosas were really nice too.
Another great Indian restaurant that we loved was Woodlands Vegetarian Restaurant. So obviously from the name, it's a vegetarian Indian restaurant. We absolutely loved the chana masala, which is a chickpea masala curry, and the chapati set. Great option for Indian food in Penang.
Yeah, another spot, I wouldn't say it was our absolute favourite restaurant in Penang, but for breakfast, a lot of mornings we love to start the day with roti. One of our favourite spots for roti for breakfast was restaurant Qasim Mustafa Nasi Kanda. They did a lot of other foods and curries and things like that, but for us we really only went there for the roti for breakfast. So if that's what you're after for breakfast, it's a good pick.
So another great restaurant in Penang is Pho Kwan Tom Yum restaurant. So this is a Thai food restaurant in Penang, but it's really, really authentic and super spicy, so be prepared. We had the udang tom yum, which is a hot and sour soup with shrimp. So full of flavour, but super, super spicy. I actually had to make Chris finish it off because it was just too spicy for me, but it was so, so good. We we also love the mango salad, which is a green mango salad, but this was also spicy too. So just make sure to get a couple of ice Milos to go with your food so it can dampen some of the heat. One last restaurant that we really loved in Penang was Sushi Kitchen. So I know it's not local food, but it was such a delicious, tasty restaurant that we had to include it. So we loved the inside out sushi dishes and the noodle dishes here. It was really fresh and really tasty and really nice service. It's a great place to come if you're looking for a lighter meal or a break from the local food in Penang.
There's some great desserts to try as well in Penang, lots of different types. One of our favourites was actually directly opposite the wonton mee on Julius Street Night Market, and it's a dish called a pom, which is basically a really delicious crispy thin coconut pancake. The place that we loved getting this from, we tried a few, but our favourite was definitely the lady making it opposite from the wonton mee on Julius Street Night Market. And just watching her, you could stand there and watch her for hours. It was just mesmerising watching her flip all the lids of the pans, get out all the little pancakes, and just the whole process was one that we loved watching whenever we ordered.
So another apom stall that we really loved was Harry's Pancake at the Red Garden Food Paradise. So I think our absolute favourite is still the apom lady at Julius Street Night Market, but Harry's Pancake is another great option too. If you absolutely love cakes, then you will definitely love China House. This is a cafe in a traditional heritage building in Penang, and you literally walk in and there's like a wall of cakes. So many to choose from. We had the chocolate meringue cake and it was delicious. If you're after a giant cake selection, then China House will be for you. So if you're looking for a great cafe when you're in Penang, here are some of our favourites.
Great spot to start the day is at Mugshot. We loved the bagels and coffee there was good too. Black Kettle, the Coffee Lane and Narrow Marrow, all great spots to have a coffee or have a bite to eat.
And then you have Bistro Tang, which is sort of part cafe, part restaurant, and has a delicious food menu.
Yeah, they do a good laksa.
So if you're in Penang for a longer stay, you might start looking for some other healthy restaurant options. Some more that we loved were the Leaf Healthy House, Sheeta's Homemade Granola, Holy Wonder, and Juice Code.
So there you have it, they are our absolute favourites, and by no means is this an all-inclusive, every different dish or every different place to try it, but these were just our favourites that stood out on our last trip that we spent 5 weeks in Penang, and these were our favourite regular places that we kept going back to.
So we hope you have an amazing time in Penang, and there is a Where to Eat in Penang article linked in the description box below if you're looking for more details.
See you next time.